I'm just draining the automatic transmission. It was very awkward. I had to use this huge sort of 300mm adjustable wrench. Very awkward. I haven't quite. Let's have a look. Where is it? Come on, let's have you. There we go. I'm on my back. We've got a little bit of oil dribbling, but I've just got to pull the actual. This was hugely difficult to loosen. I was quite frightened of breaking it. I really did have to strain with a 300mm spanner. I'm just going to pull this out, and it should drain. Come on, undo that. There we go. That's it. There we go. Right, let's just crawl out. Oh dear, I'm on my back, crawling about, making a noise as usual. There we go. So yeah, that goes on the other side of this. This is the drain dipstick thing. So I'll take that out, I'll undo this screw. I'll let it drain first, and I'll undo this screw here and just lift that out. It's completely filthy. Oh, a Land Rover passing. Just let the Land Rover pass. It's completely filthy. I don't know if it should be black or silver. I'll pull it out and I'll clean that up anyway. But I'll let that drain. It's starting to get a bit dark, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do, oh gosh, when that's finished draining, I'm going to do all the bolts around the edge of the pan. I'm going to get this pan off, but there'll be a filter inside. I think I'm going to leave it overnight just to drain. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Within an hour it's going to be dark here, and it's bad enough crawling underneath a dark car, let alone when it's actually dark outside as well. So yeah, but I'll be able to get this pan off and let it drain. The sump plug is still out of the main engine, and then at the back, I don't know how good your eyes are. Here we go. Let's just zoom in a touch. Yeah, we've still got a pan on the floor underneath the differential. I'm going to let them drain all night, and I'm going to here we go. Right, actually I've got the differential fluid. Let's just show that to you. It actually doesn't seem as bad now it's out. Here it is. Doesn't look as bad as I'd sort of. It looked, well, it's black. It shouldn't be black. It should be much more amber. But I'm not sure how much is there. I think there's supposed to be, I forget now, I think 3 or 3.8 litres in total. There's definitely not 3.8 litres there. It does have an element of foam about it, but it's settled down a bit. But when it was draining out, if you saw the last video, my goodness me, it was like 2 different consistencies. But anyway, we'll let these 3 drain: engine oil, transmission oil, differential. Let them drain overnight, and the next job I'll do, I'll just take off that. There's about a dozen screws or bolts, you know, holding that pan on. And I'll take that off and scrape all the old gasket out, and I'll clean it, ready to go back on tomorrow, because it'll be completely filthy inside. So, but I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna do any more. I'm not gonna fill it up tonight. I'll let it totally drain, and I don't want to be faffing about in the dark. I've got at least a month off. I don't have to continue this job tonight. My business is closed, so there's no point in putting unnecessary pressure on myself. I've got day after day after day to work on this car. So. Oh yes, I've also been spraying WD-40 on these. I've removed the heat shield. I've been spraying WD-40. I'm going to brave trying to loosen a couple of those. I don't think I'll brave it tonight. I think I'll give it one last spray of WD-40 tonight, let it settle overnight, and possibly have a look in the morning at just trying to. I don't want to just give it some force. I will almost definitely shear at least one of those nuts. The way to do it. And I'm going to do it with a ring spanner rather than oh gosh, what a mess. I'm going to do it with a ring spanner rather than a socket set. With a socket set, there's the risk I'll put too much pressure on. What I want to do, I just want to put a bit of force with a ring spanner and just let it click, and it'll make a crack as it. Then I'll push it back closed and it'll go crack. Then I'll spray WD-40 on it again and leave it, and do the next one till it cracks, then push it back till it cracks. So if I just push, it will snap, and at least one of those will snap off. I know it will. But if I'm patient enough, I'm pretty sure I'll film what I do. So I'm not just going to use brute force. Yeah, swine, and something will break. And I do not fancy the job of drilling these out in the street. Definitely not. I'll be very, very, very patient. Even if it takes an hour per bolt, I'm just going to be really patient. So it'll be an open, a tighten, loosen, tighten, loosen, tighten, and we'll get the crack, 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 and maybe then try and get 2 cracks and then tighten it up, more WD-40, then try and get 3 cracks WD-40, you know. I'll film it, and fingers crossed, I'll get that off without breaking the bloody thing. I'm not looking forward to it. I do have a manifold. Yeah, this one's, it's cracked completely. Let's put the light on. There we go. It's totally, let's zoom in. That back corner's completely broken off. Right down here. You can't really see it while it's cold. When it warms up, there's a huge gap, and it goes all the way around. I don't think that bolt, I think if I left that bolt and that bolt in situ, I'll be able to pull the manifold off and it'll leave a little bit behind. I think it's completely fractured and sheared away. But we'll find out when I get that off. But I'm not going to get it off today. I'll WD-40 it and leave it overnight, and I'll possibly, you know, have the first attempt at loosening tomorrow.